Hello and welcome to News 9. I am Shubhayan Chakravarti, joined by Nikhil Narayan to discuss the big match between Mumbai Indians and Lucknow Super Giants in IPL 2022. Nikhil, before we dive deep into our discussion, the latest coming in from the Brabon Stadium is that Mumbai Indians have won the toss and have opted to field first. The tradition keeps on going, so we'll from tomorrow we'll not give any updates when it comes to toss. We'll just say this team has won the toss. Okay, Nikhil?
Absolutely, this is like a record, Shubhayan.
Yep.
And this is now even gone beyond superstition.
The last time the longest streak was back in 2016. It was 23 tosses consecutive with same fielding first decision.
It has been broken.
Yep, it's 26th match now.
I'm waiting for the team which will break this tradition, and I want to hear the reasons of the captain why he does so.
Absolutely.
He should get an award.
Absolutely. So the latest from the Brabon Stadium is that Mumbai Indians have won the toss and as usual opted to field first. Nikhil, Mumbai Indians, the first step of winning the toss and following the tradition has gone right, but can they end this 5-match losing streak? It's a joint worst start in IPL history.
Absolutely. See, can they is the big question. They have a tough opposition in LSG, but see the law of averages. You have lost 5. You are hurting. You want to prove yourself. Like CSK had lost 4 and they came back. I'm expecting a big show from the big guns of MI today.
Absolutely, and another big gun that has come for LSG in the team is that Manish Pandey, the experienced veteran Karnataka captain, has walked into the playing 11 in place of Krishnappa Gautam, his fellow Karnataka teammate. So Manish Pandey is in the Lucknow Super Giants playing 11, and that's it from Lucknow Super Giants camp when it comes to the changes. But Lucknow Super Giants, they are vying for that top 2 spot now.
Absolutely, if they win, if they win by a big margin, they can even top the table. But if they win, they'll definitely be at number 2. Plethora of all-rounders. That is their strength. And they are the team, who are in form, who are, they on paper, they are the more balanced unit, and they start as favorites. But just that MI has lost so many, MI will be hurting. I think MI will come hard because now prestige is at stake. Forget they make the playoffs or not. Now prestige is at stake. 5-time winners, team owned by so and so. They cannot be losing like this.
Absolutely, and it remains to be seen whether Mumbai Indians register their worst ever start with 6 matches. And here's the playing 11 for Mumbai Indians under Rohit Sharma's captaincy: Ishan Kishan, Devol Brevis, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Kieron Pollard, Finn Allen is in the playing 11. Jaydev Unadkat, Murugan Ashwin, Jasprit Bumrah and Taimal Mills. Nikhil, pressure will be definitely on Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan to provide a good start, but how good has been the trio of Brevis, Surya and Tilak Verma?
Absolutely. See, the stalwarts have let them down. Rohit Sharma has let them down. Kieron Pollard has let them down. To an extent, Jasprit Bumrah has let them down, especially with his bowling in the power play. 1 wicket in 5 matches. But the youngsters have come to the fore. Not collectively, individual brilliance. That has been the problem. But Brevis, he gave us a glimpse why he is regarded as mini AB.
Demolished Rahul Chahar.
Absolutely. Tilak Verma, extremely gifted youngster, and Surya Kumar Yadav, India's best batsman, by one of the best limited overs batsmen in the world right now.
And you have already said that he is one of the but the best
Indian batsman,
batsman by going by the current form. But the pressure will be on the pace attack as well. As you said, Jasprit Bumrah has not been getting wickets in the power play, and the likes of Jaydev Unadkat, Taimal Mills and Basil Thampi have been on the expensive side. But pressure will be on Murugan Ashwin as well. He's not getting as many wickets as was expected.
Yes, I mean, he is a good leg spinner, but this is the difference between an Ashwin and a Chahal and a Bishnoi. They had tried and tested, performed in the IPL under pressure. Ashwin might be as talented, but if you haven't performed in the IPL or the international level, the talent is just not enough. Temperament also plays a part, Shubhayan.
Absolutely, and let's take a look at how the Lucknow Super Giants is playing 11 is panning out, because they have made one change in Manish Pandey. Nikhil, very surprising call given how this team was panning out, and to bring in extra batting in this already long batting lineup. I think does it really make sense?
No, I'm a little surprised because Krishnappa Gautam, had a very restrictive economy rate. He is a very dangerous hitter in the lower order, and the team's USP is the all-rounder. So why would you get Manish Pandey?
Plus, they have a very good number 3 in the form of Marcus Stoinis.
Absolutely, and why would you get Manish Pandey? Unless Manish Pandey had scored 5, tons of centuries and was in great form, which is not the case.
True.
Why would you get Manish? I'm a little surprised.
Very surprising pick, but this team has so many all-rounders: Marcus Stoinis, Jason Holder, be it Krunal Pandya. The pillars of this teams is based on all-rounders, Nikhil.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the best all-round team in the tournament, the best all-rounders. I mean, and each of those all-rounders can almost single-handedly win you matches. So these are not bits and pieces all-rounders, as Sanjay Manjrekar said. These are all-rounders with pedigree. Huda can win you with the bat. Krunal Pandya on his day can win you with the bat and ball. Jason Holder can hit the long ball and his bowling also. These are very Marcus Stoinis. I mean, he almost won the last match. So these are all-rounders with pedigree. So they've chosen their all-rounders with care.
Absolutely, and let's take a look at how the Lucknow Super Giants team have fared in this IPL so far. 3 matches and 5 wins. It is looking good for them so far. Two close defeats there, but how the team has assembled themselves and are carrying on the field, it is looking very good on the eye.
Very good on the eye. Only one sort of negative if you can point out, and this is a very interesting side from the number 3 position. The number 3 position for them has been a bit of a problem. Only 21 runs to buy in 5 innings and strike rate of only 62. This is a bit of a problem. They need to figure out maybe that is why they've got Manish Pandey in. Maybe. And
let's see whether Manish Pandey can fix this issue of a good Lucknow Super Giants side. But how well are Mumbai Indians doing in this team? Not so well. Nikhil, worst ever start. Joint worst ever start after 2014, but can they repeat the miracle of 2014 in this IPL?
That is a $1 trillion question,
yeah.
which all Indians would want to know. See, I think Mumbai Indians will come back today because they are hurting. Pride is at stake now. Now it's reputation and pride. Forget if they make the playoffs. I don't think they care if they make the playoffs or not.
Absolutely.
But now pride is at stake. They would want to finish on a high even if they don't make it to the last 4. So therefore, I think they'll come out all guns blazing. We may see the team has been announced. I'm a little disappointed, Shubhan. I would have made a big call and dropped Pollard.
Oh, that's a big call.
I would have
Nikhil
dropped
is saying that Pollard should have been dropped. Let us know whether you agree with Nikhil's take of Pollard being dropped from that Mumbai Indians squad. Of course, he has not performed well in this season and in the last season as well.
Absolutely. See, he's been one of the greatest match winners. 19 and 20, him and Hardik Pandya, lower order. We all know, one cameo after the other. But, maybe dropped is a harsh word. Rest him. Rest him, let him come afresh. He is a part of the leadership group. But, sometimes you just need to be away from the team to give your best. And test Tim David. You're wasting Tim David, that Singaporean. He was in the form of his life. Give him a few more matches. And that is the problem.
Yes, of course. But Tim David, unfortunately, is not in the playing 11. But if you guys are enjoying this conversation and such analysis related to IPL, then don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's News9 Sports. Just go on YouTube, type News9 Sports. You'll get our new channel there where we are putting some quality content when it comes to IPL, football or any other sports in the world. So News9 Sports is your one-stop destination. Nikhil, let's move to the X-Factor players. So many big names in this both the teams, Mumbai Indians and Lucknow Super Giants, but two players who can change the course of the game, and one is Surya Kumar Yadav. What a sensational
I mean, he has been the lone wolf in this flop show by MI, at least from the old big stalwarts. 163 runs, 3 innings, Shobhan. Look at the strike rate, touching 160. India's T20I strike rate 165. He's a brilliant batsman. Just the way he bats, confidence, stylish, effective, great temperament. He has everything. And one now expects Surya to score in almost every match. So consistency with destructiveness, very rare, very rare, Shubhayan.
Absolutely, and it's just a joy to watch Surya Kumar Yadav bat. But let's see whether he can guide Mumbai Indians to their first win in this tournament so far against Lucknow Super Giants. But from the LSG camp, Nikhil, so many big names to pick from. But I think Marcus Stoinis is one of the most dangerous all-rounders in the world when he's on song.
Absolutely. See, T20I strike rate touching 140. We all know he pulled off a win, almost pulled off a win with the bat in the last match. A big scorer in the BBL, highest scorer in the BBL since 2018. He scored some 700 runs in the 1920 BBL. So, and a floater. He can, a very versatile batsman. Open, 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down, 8 down, number 8 last match. So, Also, his bowling is very useful. Right arm, medium pace, nippy, can get you a couple of crucial wickets. Marcus Stoinis is a very utility, a very potent all-rounder.
Absolutely, and we talked about the individuals, but those who are joining us now, let's give you a brief update on the toss as well. So from the Brabon Stadium, Mumbai Indians have won the toss and have opted to field first. That's the tradition. 26 match number 26, and all 26 teams have won the toss and have opted to field first. And changes from the camp, Lucknow Super Giants have brought in Manish Pandey in place of Krishnappa Gautam, whereas Mumbai Indians have included Fabian Allen in their playing 11. So one changes each from both the team, and let's see whether Mumbai Indians can end this 5-match losing streak. But so many big names in both the teams, Nikhil. We talked about the individual players in Surya Kumar and Marcus Stoinis, but there will be so many key battles as well within this big war, a war which Mumbai Indians would want to win. But there's a very interesting number when it comes to Rohit Sharma and that is against Dushmanta Chameera. Has any other bowler in this world dominated Rohit Sharma like this?
No one has. In fact, the 6 dismissals of Chameera against Rohit are the maximum against Rohit for any bowler in all T20 cricket. So Chameera has something Chameera is doing. Maybe that extra zip, extra pace. Although Rohit Sharma has plays bowlers all over the world who bowl at 140, 150 plus. So that cannot be the only thing. Sometimes it does happen that a bowler gets under the skin of a batsman, and that record, I mean, he's controlled him, but got him out 6 times in 9 innings. And Rohit Sharma would know this. These sort of stats a batsman and a bowler both know.
Absolutely, and let's see. Let's go to our second head-to-head encounter in this match, and that's a big one. That's a battle of 2 senior Indian team players, Jasprit Bumrah and KL Rahul. Very good numbers there, but a mixed bag, I would say.
A mixed bag. A striker of 132, but dismissed twice, 84 balls. They would have faced each other a number of times, Shubhayan, in the Indian nets. So they know each other's, Rahul would knows Bumrah's strengths, Bumrah would knows Rahul's weaknesses. Therefore, it makes this battle even more fascinating because there's a familiarity there because they've faced each other a lot, practicing for India.
Absolutely, and let's see whether who will come victorious in this mini battle between 2 big guns of the Indian cricket team as well. But let's move to another interesting battle, and I think this battle will decide the course of the game today. Ravi Bishnoi in the middle overs against Surya Kumar Yadav.
Undoubtedly. For me, this is the battle of the day. Ravi Bishnoi, who's a leg spinner, but bowls only wrong guns.
Yes.
The leg spinner is a surprise delivery for him. So he bowls only googly. Surya Kumar Yadav, which means the ball will come in. Surya Kumar Yadav has had his problem, dismissed twice in only 9 balls against Bishnoi, but Yadav is in great form. He's one of the best players against spin. He might have dropped the sweep shot. This is going to be a fascinating battle. If Bishnoi gets Surya early, Shubhayan, then MI is under pressure. MI is under pressure, big pressure.
Absolutely, we talked about the power play battles, the middle over battles, but let's see what the death over battle holds for us. And this is, I think, should be a game between Yorkers and power hitting. Avesh Khan versus Kieron Pollard. Kieron Pollard, as you said, is not firing at all, and you made a big statement in saying he should be dropped from the 11, but a good battle on cards.
A good battle. See, Avesh has got 8 wickets. He's been the best bowler overall for LSG. Pollard not in form, but Andre Russell was also not in form. And so, Pollard knows, and no one is hurting more than Pollard because he wants to make a contribution. Given he's also not done much last year, he wants to make a contribution. He's almost like a captain for MI along with Rohit Sharma. He's a part of the leadership group. He has so much experience in the CPL, one of the most successful captains and T20 players across. He's won so many leagues, across the world and in the CPL. So therefore, Pollard, I think today Pollard just might show what makes Pollard.
But another battle that may decide this course is again a very good battle. Deepak Hooda, who is in form of his life, enjoying a cracker of a season for LSG. But Jasprit Bumrah, pressure will be on Jasprit Bumrah as well, right, Nikhil?
Pressure will be on Bumrah because Bumrah is not taking wickets with the power play. Therefore, he's expected to take wickets at the death and control runs at the death. Hooda is in great form. Hooda is already a couple of 50s, fantastic strike rate. Before Hardik Pandya cut loose in this tournament, we were all saying that Deepak Hooda will be that all-rounder. He still might go to Australia along with Hardik Pandya whenever the team is announced. So Deepak Hooda is in form. Bumrah is a world-class bowler. This should be an interesting battle at the death.
Very interesting battle on cards. But those who are watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to News 9 Sports. Just go on YouTube, type News 9 Sports. You'll get our new channel there where we are putting all the quality content that is related to IPL, Indian team, or any other sport in the world. So just go to News 9. That's your one-stop destination for all things sports. Let's take a look at how the playing 11s are looking for Mumbai Indians and LSG. Of course, Mumbai Indians have won the toss and have opted to field first. Mumbai Indians have brought in Fabian Allen to their playing 11. Nikhil, a welcome move for Mumbai Indians.
I mean, they had to try something different, and Basil Thampi is out, right? So Basil Thampi was leaking runs, Shubhai, not taking wickets, leaking runs. Fabian Allen, slow left arm orthodox, gets variety into the attack. The pitch might hold up. So because it's afternoon match, so and also a very good hitter. So I think he'll add depth to the batting, given Karen Pollard's form. So I think it's a good move. And
I think if the biggest reason for Fabian Allen's inclusion, I think is due to Karen Pollard's form as well. He's not bowling overs. He's not giving you runs, so that it adds an extra cushion for MI.
Absolutely. As I said, if Pollard was performing, there was Tim David, maybe Allen wouldn't have played. But because of Pollard's form, they need to sort of, prolong the batting order. Allen will provide that and variety in the bowling.
Absolutely. And let's take a look at the LSG playing 11 as well, because they have also made one change in their 11, and Manish Pandey is in the 11 as well. A surprising move, as we discussed earlier. But yes, Quinton de Kock, KL Rahul, what an opening pair, Nikhil.
A fantastic opening pair, Shubhai, and they haven't played to their potential. KL Rahul hasn't yet. QDK has been in great form. But Manish Pandey, I think now we know, is to solve that number 3 problem. I think the analysts at Lucknow Super Giants also know that number 3 is a problem for them. They're not scoring runs. Manish Pandey might just anchor the innings from number 3, and the all-rounders play around him.
Absolutely, and so many all-rounders. Ayush Badoni has stand out for in that middle order of so many big names. A young guy from Delhi just taking the world apart there. But yes, interesting team. Krunal Pandya has also done well. He has been restrictive so far when it comes to his bowling. So Lucknow Super Giants are looking like a good squad. And Nikhil, you said in the start of our show that Mumbai Indians are facing a very good side in LSG. Is 6 defeats on the cards today?
I don't want to say that. See, somehow I feel MI will win today, but it's going to be very, very tough. Because, a champion side like
on
MI,
what basis are you calculating this one?
See, this is not only based on numbers and analysis, it's also based on the, firstly, law of averages. Then MI, when a team knows that not only a playoff place, forget that, but pride, prestige, our legacy is at stake. People are now questioning Rohit Sharma's captaincy, not only for MI but for India. So a lot is at stake. Then the wounded lions come together and they go for the kill one last time. I think MI has the team. They have the team. So I'm just thinking that performance will be today, a collective performance.
And MI's team, who do you think will be the standout player for MI if they go on to win against LSG? Which player should just come all guns blazing and
see, Surya will be there. I think Surya will perform again. Apart from Surya, I think again Mini AB. I'm banking Mini AB to do well again.
Deval Brevis, obviously he destroyed Rahul Chahar in that last match, and we saw what sort of talent he possesses at the age of 18 years. But Nikhil, Lucknow Super Giants, there were so many questions on KL Rahul's captaincy as well. Have you seen any changes after 5 matches?
See, a team is as good as the results. With Punjab Kings, I mean, he had a very talented batting unit, but the problem was their bowling. With LSG, they have a very good squad they've selected, all-rounder. So, half the bat. I still won't say, for me, KL Rahul is right on top in the pecking order for Indian captains. For me, it is, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya has now done well, and so on. Maybe KL Rahul is a number 3. I still want to see KL Rahul a little more active, a little more participating, a little more animated while on the field.
And yes, while being on the field, and Nikhil said it is likely, it is possible that MI is registered their first win, and they have made a very unorthodox start, unorthodox decision to start with. And Tilak Verma has been given the new ball against Quinton de Kock and KL Rahul. Right arm off spinner, maybe a head-to-head tactical move against Quinton de Kock?
Yeah, the ball will go away.
Yep.
They need to stop. De Kock has been the best batsman, the highest scorer
True.
for them. So 250. So I think it's a good move. The ball won't come onto the bat, take the pace off, do something different against De Kock. It's a good move.
And you know, with how KL Rahul generally starts his innings on a cautious note, maybe they want to get a couple of overs away straight away in the power plays and then leave it on the pacers.
They need to do something radical. After 0-5, I won't be surprised Rohit Sharma is bowling from the other end. They need to do something radical, Shubhayan. They have to.
Absolutely, and KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock's pairing, obviously world class, and such a very unorthodox move, as I said, to give a youngster like Tilak Verma. We saw baby AB Devol Bravis get a wicket of his first delivery, and that wicket was of Virat Kohli. So maybe Tilak Verma can aspire to achieve that. But yes, the start has been in favor of Lucknow Super Giants. I think they have got a boundary in the in the second ball. KL Rahul straight away on strike against an off spinner, so advantage KL Rahul there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good. I mean, they have to try something different. I understand the rationale. It's for QDK. It's to take the pace of the ball. So it's not a bad move. I won't say it's a bad move unless he goes for 20 in the first over. Then it's a bit of a problem. But sort of also they are very how to use Bumrah. That they haven't. They need to save Bumrah for the death. So they want to preserve Bumrah. They ideally want 8 overs of Bumrah, but they don't have. So that is also a problem for MI.
Absolutely. So Nikhil, before we wrap up, MI LSG, which one?
Tough question, Shubhayan. Today, I'm going with MI to win this match.
MI to win this match. So Nikhil has made a big call that MI is likely to register their first win. So let's see whether they do it or not. But to watch the preview of the next game, that's also a big one from Mumbai. So join us at 7 o'clock where we'll preview the second match of this first doubleheader of the weekend. And don't forget to subscribe to News 9 Sports as well. That's your one-stop destination related to all things sports. Just go on YouTube, type News 9 Sports, and you'll find our channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell icon as well, so that you don't miss any content that we are putting for you guys when it comes to all things sports. Thank you for watching and enjoy the match.